All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend, Verne Troyer. It's totally on, Verne.
Can you hear me? Okay, I guess it's on.
So, how's your FanX experience been, Verne?
Pretty amazing.
Yeah?
I haven't been to a Comic-Con that has been this organized, and I've never been to a Q&A this big.
Well, I'll tell you what, Verne, neither have I. I'm kind of a little freaked out right now.
Well, I'm freaked out. I mean, it's, thank you guys for coming and staying around so long. I mean, frick, I wanted to go home.
Like, you and I, we're closing out Comic-Con tonight.
Hell yeah.
Pretty exciting, right?
Cocktails for everybody.
So, Verne, part of my job is I gotta research you, right? Learn about you. I have told a bunch of people this week, and they were like, they kind of blew their mind. You grew up for a major part of your life Amish.
I grew up, I was born Amish.
Right.
But I was like 1.5 years old, and the way my dad likes to say it, we jumped the fence and became English. But I was still in that community until I was like almost 20 years old. So all my grandparents, all my aunts, uncles, everybody, I mean, most of them are still Amish. And, you know, I haven't seen them for a long time, but most of my relatives are still Amish.
Right?
It's a different experience.
I'm sure it is.
Kind of boring.
You like the other way better, a little bit?
I like my electronics.
Right. It's nice to have a phone, right?
And a car.
When did you decide I want to be an actor?
It was shortly, right before I graduated high school in Centerville, Michigan, really small town. In my graduating class, we had like 95 people. And I seen a movie called Willow. And I seen Warwick Davis and, you know, so many other little people, you know, doing what they were doing. And I just looked at it and I said, you know, to myself, you know, I can do this shit. I can do this, and I wouldn't say that I could do it better than anybody else, but I knew that I could do it. And that's really what inspired me and got me interested in, you know, pursuing my dream.
So Verne's not only an awesome actor, he's also a stuntman, right?
Well, that's how I got started.
That's how you got started. So, like, as I was researching this, you were the stunt double for Baby Binks.
I was a stunt double for a 9-month-old baby in Baby's Day Out.
Like, so what kind of stunts did you have to do?
Well, first of all, it was a John Hughes film. Everybody's a fan of John Hughes. I mean, he's legendary. I mean, he's did all, like, you know, 16 Candles, Breakfast Club. I mean, if you're not a fan of John Hughes, you're not a fan of movies. But yeah, that's how I got started. And, you know, I was actually working for a telephone company in Texas, working for Sprint in customer service. You know, customer service where everybody calls in and complains and bitches about their phone bill and stuff like that. And, you know, I kind of got tired of that. So I actually was lucky enough to get a job in Baby's Day Out. And as soon as I got offered the job, I was supposed to give them, you know, 2 weeks notice. I gave them a day notice, so I quit. And I was on the film for like 6 months. And lucky enough, I met a lot of people in the industry, somebody like Rick Baker, and you know who that is?
Oh yeah, great special effects.
Makeup artist. He's won like maybe 9 or 10 Oscars. And I became friends with him, and he kept me working, and just having, you know, somebody like that you can stay in touch with and have a contact, and that really helps when you want to, you know, pursue something in your career. So I was lucky enough to have that. And, you know, throughout that, after that, I got a lot of costume work, stunt work. I played a baby gorilla, baby panda bear, baby dog. I was Baby Joe and Buddy Joe Young. So I've done a lot of costume work where you like get in the costume, sweat your ass off, lose a lot of weight, stay in shape, and you know, it's fun for a while, but then you want to pursue something else. And I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody. I'm not trying to.
I don't think you're offending anybody. We're pretty tough here in Salt Lake, believe it or not. So obviously we got to talk about Austin Powers, right? So my question about that is, that was an international phenomenon. Right? When that movie came out, it was just crazy, right? It was everywhere. What was it like to be like swept up in the middle of that? How did that just like change your life?
It was really crazy because you know, while we were filming it, Mini-Me wasn't really a big part of the film. He was actually only supposed to be in like maybe a quarter of the film, if that. And you know, when I went in and rehearsed with Mike, like doing the fight scene, rehearsed the fight scene and stuff like that. Most of the fight scene, I actually showed them what I could do, and they were impressed. And then while we were filming, Jay Roach, the director, and also Mike, seeing what I was doing off camera and not on camera, and they just kept writing bigger parts and bigger parts. And that's why Mini-Me got to be a bigger character in the movie. And at the end of, you know, The Spy Who Shagged Me, Mini-Me actually was supposed to die. But through test screening, you know, when Mini-Me gets, I don't know how you want to say it, gets pooped out into space, they had to go back and re-edit that. I had to go back in and film the end scene to where, you know, the big spaceship penis comes back and picks me up out of space. And if you remember the end of it, you know, Mike gives me a little shot in the butt, just a little prick. And you know, because the test audience, when they tested it, was upset that Mini-Me died. So that's how I was able to come back and do Golden.
I'm glad you didn't die either. You were like honestly my favorite character in that movie. And it was like...
Please tell Mike that.
Okay. So,
might get more money for the next one.
My follow-up question, so that was a set just full of some of the funniest people in the world, right? And who was the funniest person on the set? Like, who just killed you?
You can't just name one.
Well,
I mean,
go for it.
Mindy Sterling, amazing. She does a lot of like on-stage stuff. She's done like you know, Chicago, just all kinds of things. Of course, Mike. I mean, Mike improvs all the time. You never know what he's gonna do, and you got to be on your feet when you're with him, because you never know what he's gonna do, and you got to be on your feet and try to react off of him, which it's almost impossible.
He's a comedic genius, you might say, right?
And one of the scenes that we did was one of the ones I remember right off the top of my head was where I just got introduced, and we're sitting at the table, and I just got done flipping off Scott. And Mike asked me if I'm hungry, and that wasn't in the script, so I didn't know what to do. And I'm new to all this. And I just like nod my head no. And he asked me if I want a Hot Pocket. And I say no. And then, I didn't know what else to do, so I went to take a bite out of the cat. Of his ear. And then Mike comes back, like Mike always does. It's like, don't gnaw on the kitty. So that's just an example of, the fun that we had on set.
So, what would your So, you've been in so many amazing things, and we'll get into that more. But what would your dream project be? If you could just do anything, what would it be?
Eventually, a lot of people probably don't realize I've actually done a lot of film and TV, and eventually, if a project came along where, that I was interested in, maybe directing something, I would love to do something like that.
That's what I was wondering. Okay, this is a weird question. So I put a thing out on Facebook. I'll be interviewing Verne Troyer on St. Patrick's Day. And by the way,
don't tell me leprechaun.
No. I just want to say I'm Shannon. I'm so Irish. The only person I'd stay sober for is you. By the way, on St. Patrick's Day.
Probably after this, you're not going to be sober.
Probably not. I had two people ask, "What would you do for a Klondike bar?"
Eat it.
There you go. Okay. Purchase it. There you go. Thanks.
Get it for free.
All right. So I'm just going to list off some of the people that you've worked with.
Okay.
Mike Myers, obviously. Jake Gyllenhaal in Bubble Boy.
Amazing.
Danny Trejo.
Just a great guy and a great actor, and when you look at him, you get scared.
And Johnny Depp.
Just in real life, just a really genuine person. When you really get to know him, I've been friends with him for a long time, and when I see him, we just hang out, talk about everyday things, and it's nothing special. It's just two buds hanging out.
This guy's so lucky. So this kind of leads me into so you were in the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. Were you still working when Heath passed?
I was on the whole film.
Yeah.
I started with Heath.
Yeah.
And everything, yeah.
If that's something you're comfortable talking about, what that experience was like.
Yeah, it's been a while, but it's still, kind of emotional. Me and Heath actually became good friends, and I had dinner with him several times, and we hung out. It's really unfortunate. We were filming the exterior scenes in London for the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, and then we had a 2-week break where we had to go to Vancouver to shoot the interior scenes. And in between that time, we all got to go home, and he went back to New York, and that's when it happened. And it was an unfortunate, it wasn't an overdose like people think of. It was an accidental overdose of pills that he was prescribed. And it was just nobody's fault, but it just happened. And, it was pretty devastating. Not just for me, but for everybody. It was so hard, to go back and try to finish it. There was a moment, on set where I had a moment where, I actually had to take a break and collect myself, to be able to come back and, to at least finish that day. Because we had a stand-in that looked like Johnny. Heath, sorry. And, it was hard to watch, personally. But we were all able to come back and finish it. And one special thing that that I remember is Heath wrote his email down on a piece of paper, and he scribbled a heart at the end of it. And on my, I don't know.
Oh, I can see that.
Arm, well, hand here. It's a scribbled heart. It's the exact duplicate of what Heath wrote. So it's just in honor and memory of a great friend.
All right, we're gonna lighten this up a little bit, Verne. So I watched a YouTube video today.
Which one?
Tell us about your favorite sandwich. That was just like, I think you put that up, what, 2 days ago?
Yeah, it's a couple days ago. Well, like I said earlier, I grew up Amish. And one of our favorite sandwiches, for me anyway, it's actually whole wheat toast with peanut butter and jelly and an egg, like sunny side up with the yolk running, salt and pepper, and you take the egg out, chop it up, and make it so the yolk runs in, and put it on top of the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and you eat it.
But is it specifically grape jelly?
It doesn't have to be grape, it could be strawberry. But, I mean, watch the video, it's on my YouTube channel, just under Verne Troyer, and try it, and let me know if you like it or not, because it is pretty amazing. I know it sounds disgusting, and all my friends say that when they first see it, but when you try it, I've converted my friends into like their favorite sandwich. So just try it.
While we're on the subject of YouTube, on your YouTube channel, you have a thing called Ask Verne. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, it's where I have friends or fans just chat and write me messages saying, asking me questions about anything, and unfortunately, some of the fans don't watch the previous episodes, so I get a lot of repeat questions. So a lot of them we can't air over and over and over and over and over again. It's supposed to be funny, but anyway. So yeah, I get a lot of questions, and I try to answer them all, like on camera.
What's your favorite question you've been asked on Ask Verne?
They're all repeats. Pretty much. There's been a lot of questions about, people asking me if I can drive. Yes, I can drive. And I also shot a video on my YouTube channel. Not only can I drive, I race my car around a racetrack. So.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, Verne. I'm gonna start sending you questions that I want you to fix my life. Okay?
That's not gonna happen. I'm not a psychiatrist.
I'm gonna throw this out to the audience. Are there people that like to come up and ask? Oh, there's a shark who wants to ask you a question.
Yeah, I kind of recognize that costume. I think I did not a YouTube video, but like a Instagram and Twitter photo of Shark Week. I don't know if anybody's seen it. Okay, never mind.
Hi, I'm a shark. Red freaking laser beam on my head.
Nice.
I just wanted to ask, what do you think is more menacing, angry sea bass or sharks?
I think probably sharks, but a sea bass, even for me, would be my size. It's freaking crazy. I'd be scared of both. Thanks. Perfect costume.
All right, go ahead. What's your question?
Amber, thanks for coming out. I love the Austin Powers series. I've watched all of them, and I just wanted to ask you, with working with Mike on the set, how was it working with him where he portrayed 3 characters?
Oh, it was pretty amazing. Like I said, he improvs all the time, but when he's in costume, he stays in that character. He doesn't get out of it. If he's fat bastard, he's like, Scottish fat bastard. He doesn't get out of character, so, I mean, he makes it fun. And just, you know, entertaining the whole time.
You, sir, stranger man, I don't know.
Thank you so much, Mr. Troyer, for coming to Salt Lake Comic Con.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Shannon, always a pleasure. I always ask a question to celebrities that I meet, and I love it because I think it tells a lot about a person. What is your go-to karaoke song?
Dude, I suck at karaoke.
Everyone does.
No, listen to my voice. I cannot carry a tune at all. If I had to choose one, my favorite band is AC/DC. And it'd be probably You Shook Me All Night Long. Don't ask me to sing it because I can't sing. What's up, man?
Yeah, what's your question, bud?
Are you gonna be doing any more Mike Myers movies?
What's your name?
Levi?
Levi? God, I hope so. I don't know. It's up to Mike. I mean, we'll see. We'll have to see what happens. Thank you. Hi, good to see you again.
Hi, thank you. So I heard a rumor that on the Harry Potter, the first one, that you tried to scare Dan and he ended up laughing. Can you please share the story?
What?
Chris wanted Dan to look like mystified, and so you tried to scare him, and Dan just ended up laughing. Is this true?
Apparently not.
Maybe? I don't know. It's been such a long time ago. I actually don't think so. But hey, it's a hell of a rumor.
Hi, huge fan. I was just wondering, what was the most dangerous scene you've had to film?
You know, that might actually be my first film ever, Baby's Day Out. I had to do a stunt. You guys remember Popeye with olive oil and
Ludo.
the baby? That's a baby.
Oh,
name.
Wimpy. No. Sweet Pea, thank you.
You know how the baby, like, in the cartoon, always, like, crawled out at the right time and almost fell but didn't fall? If you guys remember that.
So that there'd be like a rail going through the sky and
An obstacle or something,
Yeah.
He lands just right. In Baby's Day Out, if you've seen it, I was like up 3 stories on a scaffolding and a platform from a lift had to be lowered, and I couldn't look at it, and I had to crawl out onto it, just perfectly catching it, and I missed like 3 times, and almost like went over into an airbag. Luckily, I didn't, because I'm still here, and I made it, but that was probably the most dangerous that I've done. Another one was in Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I had to do what they call like a ratchet with I had a harness on, and I had 2 cables coming off my back, and it ratcheted me, like pulled me back like 20 feet into a bunch of boxes, and I had to do that like 9 times. Let's just say that, you know, the next day I was sore as hell. Thanks, man.
What's your question, my friend?
How many movies have you been in?
Wow. It's hard to keep track.
I can look it up.
Do it now? Can we time you?
I've got it bookmarked.
Oh, he's got a bookmark. Oh, he's a pro.
Yeah, not really. Let's see. It was actually like really surprising. You've been in a lot of stuff. And like TV shows too.
Yeah. I think it's like 30 or something, but
Yeah,
let's see.
it's over 30. Let's see.
Including TV shows, it's a lot.
Well, okay. I'm not gonna look it up because
Let's say like including TV shows and other things, 45, 50.
I gotta tell you. So when I put that thing out on Facebook, I was so surprised. I had, I think, 7 or 8 people say, ask him about playing Napoleon on
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades with Bruce Campbell. People love that.
It's one of my favorite TV shows that I've ever done. I loved it. I mean, you know, if you guys know Bruce Campbell, he's amazing. Being able to work with him and collaborate with him, and being able to go to New Zealand to film, it's just once in a lifetime. And I had such a great time playing Napoleon. If you guys want to check it out, if you haven't seen it, go to YouTube, type in Jack of all trades and my name, and then it'll pull up like episodes and things like that, and you can watch it. I guarantee you will laugh your ass off.
Because he's not just playing a guy named Napoleon, he is playing Napoleon.
I'm kicking people's ass.
Yes, sir.
Hi, my name is Andrew, and my question is for you. You've played a lot of roles. What was your favorite role you've played so far?
For me personally, it was in the Imaginarium, Dr. Parnassus, playing Percy, alongside of, you know, Heath Ledger, Christopher Plummer, a legend in his own right, Andrew Garfield, which was just nominated for an Oscar, Johnny Depp, Jude Law, Colin Farrell, all those people. So, I mean, it was just something different for me, and it was a challenge, and I really enjoyed it. Thanks.
Hi, Verne Troyer. I just want to thank you for everything you've done. I appreciate you keeping it real in the surreal life. And
Please don't watch reruns of that. If you ever see it, please change the channel. Just for my sake.
like honestly, it'd be like if somebody filmed me in my 20s. I wouldn't want that either, right?
I'm sure everybody's done something like that, but mine was on TV.
right.
So next time, just don't watch it. Don't tell your kids about it.
My question is what was it like to work with Beyonce?
She's sweet. No, it was really one of the first times that... What?
They said honest answer. He said,
Let me get to it. No, she was a sweetheart. It was really one of the first times that she actually did a film like that, a big film. And, you know, the scene that we had to do, which everybody probably knows, except for the kids, I hope. We were both really uncomfortable, before and after. I mean, it's not, you'll help a laser, and that's fine, but the other thing just isn't fun. So that's it.
Well, thank you.
Thanks.
Hey, okay, so I was watching Celebrity Wife Swap, and I noticed how you said that you play video games like 99.9% of your life. You don't really like to go in public, the same. But I was wondering what your favorite game at the moment is to play. Like, what's the most addicting game?
I've been such a fan favorite of Assassin's Creed. I love that, and I'm a sports guy, so I like NBA 2K. Obviously Madden, not so much anymore because it's kind of like, but yeah, Assassin's Creed is really what I'm hooked on. I just got Ghost Recon, the new one, so I haven't really played it yet, but when I get back, I'm going to start playing it. Thank you.
what's your question, friend?
Do you remember filming with Roman Atwood?
Yeah,
What did you feel like riding on the RC car?
scared. I should have been wearing a helmet. I mean, racing around his like kitchen and living room. I thought he was gonna like take me straight into the island. Dude, I I could have died. But it was fun though. Roman's cool. Roman's a nice guy. What's his thing that he always says? Can you tell me? That's it, and that's what everybody should do. Smile more. Everybody that hasn't checked out Roman Atwood, please check him out. He's such a great guy, family guy, and just fun. Smile more.
Hi, my name is Casey. Regarding the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, I was wondering how you were approached for that part and what you thought about the story after you read the script, because it's so original.
Well, I had worked with Terry Gilliam in The Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Just, no pun intended, a small part. I was the one that bumped Johnny Depp in the leg and disappeared into somebody's trench coat in the casino. I don't know if you guys remember, but anyway, that's how I met Terry. And he always thought of me for different roles and things like that. And he actually wrote Percy for me. And anything with Terry, I would love to do, and I will do again.
If acting didn't come calling, what passion would you have pursued in your life?
Probably be a bum on the street. You might be giving me change in a cup. No, I don't know. I mean, who knows? I mean, you know, I was working and making a living, you know, working customer service at Sprint, you know, telephone stuff and telecommunications. So, I mean, I would have probably kept doing that. But, you know, luckily enough, my dream came true. And I was able to do what I wanted to do. And, you know, it's not like I would have been a failure. I still would have been happy and, you know, been doing, you know, working and making a life.
Hi, Roman. I'm Nicholas.
What's up?
I wanted to praise your work. Like, I think you're funny both on screen and off screen before I ask my question. But the reason I wanted to ask or say that is for my question. So, a lot of people ask about Mike Myers, and you've probably been asked about Seth Green, but sometimes in other shows they poke fun that he's an asshole. Like, is he really a really cool guy? Like, and I love his work too. He's really funny. Like, is he the same guy on screen as off screen?
You talking about Seth or Mike?
Seth.
Oh, no, Seth's amazing. He's such an amazing person. You know, some of the fun things that we used to do on The Spy Who Shagged Me, I don't know who got it for me. And like I said, I can't sing, but somebody got me a karaoke machine. And it was put in my trailer. So in between, like when we had a break, me and Seth, we would go to my trailer and sing karaoke songs. I have pictures of him like just belting it out, just being ridiculous. And it's like, we had such a great time. No, he's a great person.
Cool, that's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great guy.
I'm just curious, if you could pick a male and female lead that you haven't worked with before, who would you pick? And what kind of movie would you do? Like what genre?
Make me think. Can we come back to that? Come back up in a second.
Hi, my name is Stefan. I was just kind of curious on what's the most memorable place you've traveled to?
Can I name several? Cape Town, South Africa. New Zealand, one of my favorites. Thailand. China. I gotta say, you know, the UK. Sorry, it's good. If you haven't been, go.
Like he's gonna say the Salt Palace, you guys. Come on. Go ahead.
Hey, so I was just wondering, what is kind of your funniest or weirdest fan moment? Like a fan has done?
You know, just like 3 weeks ago, and this really, I don't know, really touched me, was like a 12-year-old girl, and I had met her sisters because they were working the Comic-Con, and they had told me that their sister she's only like 12 or something, such a big fan of not just Austin Powers, but of my character and my work and things like that. And, you know, they told me that she was gonna be just like extremely, I don't know. Basically what happened was the sisters didn't tell her, and she came around the corner, and as soon as she seen me, she started crying hysterically. I mean, hysterically, not in a sad way, in a happy way. And I was like, I can't believe this is happening. And I was like, oh my God, I felt bad. But she was so happy, and she came over, and I told her, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. But then next thing I know, she's crying all over me. But I wasn't upset. I mean, I was just like, wow, I'm so shocked that I could have that much of an impression on a 12-year-old girl like that. And it just, I don't know, it touched me.
That's awesome. Did you come up with some people you'd want to work with yet?
That I want to work with, Keira Knightley is one. And as far as a director, Clint Eastwood.
That was actually going to be like one of my questions I was going to ask. Is there like a dream role that you would like to, like if you would, like a dream role or a dream project that you could do?
Well, like I said before, you know, if there was like a good project that I really liked, to be able to direct something, and be able to get the people that I wanted, but not even, you know, big stars or anything like that, but just people that I knew that could pull it off. I would love to do something like that, but also, you know, doing, you know, like a romance kind of drama, Keira Knightley. I don't know, I like my British girls.
Well, since we're at FanX as a geeky con, what do you geek out on? I'm talking about TV show, movies, you already said video games. Like, what is your, like, geeky love that you have?
Geeky love? I watch a lot of sports.
Yeah?
I don't know if that's too geeky, but...
No, you can be a sports geek, that's fine. Sports geeks?
Michigan Wolverines?
Oh. Don't you boo his team and his...
They won today by 1 point. Your team sucks.
Yeah. Sir, I do not know. Go ahead.
You seem really positive to me and happy. Like, do you have any tips for like staying positive in a world that can be so negative sometimes?
I mean, just be positive. I mean, be optimistic. Stay true to yourself. Try not to let anything get you down. I mean, we're all just people. I'm no different than anybody else. Yeah, I may look different. I'm shorter, you know, may not to be able to do everything that you do, like, you know, normally. But we're all just people, and, you know, just try to be happy. That's it. Be simple.
If you can go anywhere in the world, where would you go to eat?
Go to eat? Chuck E. Cheese.
That'd be like the best sight ever. You're like at a kid's birthday party, there's Verne. Whoa!
What's wrong with that?
I love Chuck E. Cheese.
There you go.
Let's go tomorrow.
They got to work tomorrow.
Well, I mean, it gets over. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a hilarious speech. So you worked with UA Bowl.
Yeah.
That,
Postal.
Yeah, on Postal. That guy seems kind of like a nut. Is that?
I agree.
Anything like a share?
Not really.
Okay, cool. Let's move on.
He was friendly, but he's just not my type.
Sure. All right. Bloopers. We all love like the takeout, like the takeout reel in like on DVDs and stuff like that. Can you think of, like, out of any of your movies, what's like your favorite blooper or
I think I know where you're going with this.
No, I have no idea. That's actually just that's not a leading question at all. No.
Has anybody seen The Love Guru? Has anybody seen the only blooper at the end of that? Have you? What was it? No, basically I was standing there. I was all burned up in my suit, burned up hat, smoke and black all over my face. And it's at the end of the film. You gotta keep going till the end, after the credits. And the director and the camera says, "What's going on?" All I can see is butts and crotches. And I repeat back to him, "Now you know how it feels." So look that up on YouTube, it's on there.
I had no idea that was a thing, but that is fantastic.
That's a perfect question.
All right.
I've seen, and sometimes it can be good, sometimes it can be bad. It depends on the situation.
So I'm assuming, like, so you've, like I said, you've worked with so many awesome people and just inventive and you know, like crazy people. Let's just say. Who was somebody? I kind of get the impression that you're somebody that would like to mess with somebody a little bit, like prank them a little bit.
That's kind of hard for me because, you know, a lot of the people that I work with, I'm a big fan. So it's hard for me to, you know, go to that next level until I get to know them a little bit. So, you know, I can. I mean, some of my, you know, like back in the day, when I was doing stunt work and things like that with like other stunt guys and things like that. I don't know if I should tell you this. I don't know.
Do it, Verne. Do it.
One of my stunt guys that I became really good friends with on Baby's Day Out, and he was taking a nap on a couch in like his little trailer, which wasn't very big because stunt guys don't get crap. And I just happened to sneak into his room, and it was just a room with a couch, and that's about it, and a bathroom in the corner. So I went in and took a big dump, didn't flush, and just walked out. So when he woke up, he kind of got a surprise. But only the people I know.
So, have you ever just been like super intimidated? Like when you would like got cast and like you're working with somebody, like, have you ever just been like super like, I cannot believe that I am working?
Oh, so many times.
Yeah.
So many times. Mike Myers, Michael Caine, Sir Anthony Hopkins. I can't just name one. I mean, there's so many. Christopher Plummer, Heath Ledger, Johnny Depp, Jude Law, Colin Farrell. I mean, there's so many people that I've acted with that, you know, I've been such a big fan of, and it's hard to, you know, for me to comprehend that I'm actually, you know, working with these people. And you know, obviously I feel like I'm blessed and lucky, I mean, to be able, to be able to do what I love to do.
All right, looks like we got like 2 minutes left. Our friend's back. What's your next question, sir?
What up?
Did you actually get hit with the hockey puck in the love guru?
Did you actually get hit with the hockey puck in what?
In the love
guru? Luckily, no. I think that would have left a mark. But it was all, CGI'd. But I did take the fall into the, back the bleachers and the bench. But luckily there was a pad there. But I did do the stunt.
First of all, I just want to say Hollywood would not be the same without you. You're amazing.
Thank you.
So how hard was it breaking into Hollywood because you don't fit the mold that Hollywood has? So how hard was it at first when you first started acting?
It is still hard. I'm still not used to, the Hollywood atmosphere and all the, I don't know how you want to say it, crap. When I travel a lot, so when I'm at home, I'm a homebody. I don't go out. I used to back in the day. Don't get me wrong, but nowadays I just enjoy my time at home, playing video games or watching college football or sports or anything like that. So I don't go out.
Well, you should.
Maybe here in Utah. Not in LA.
Well, Verne, we've got 40 seconds left.
Okay.
First of all, you guys, give him a hand, man. Next we come to FanX. Is there anything that you would like us to know about that's coming up for you?
I've been really concentrating on my social media and stuff like that. I have my Twitter, my Instagram, Facebook, but I've really been concentrating on my YouTube channel, and it's just under my name, Verne Troyer, Verne with an E at the end, and trying to get so much new content. And actually, for this, we filmed a lot of content for my YouTube channel for this Comic-Con, so a lot of you guys might see you in it. So just tell your friends and check it out and see if you like it. If you like it, subscribe. If you don't like it, don't subscribe. But I just gotta say, this is actually the biggest Q&A I've ever done. The best crowd and interaction that I've ever had. I just gotta say thank you guys so much. Thank you for staying up so late. I'm freaking exhausted. I'm gonna go to bed. But thank you guys for staying up and coming out and listening.